Hi, this is Jenny Berrigan from Living Well Dallas. I spoke in the last segment about, starting to plant seeds about how you want to think about time and make it really your advocate and your friend instead of your enemy. A lot of people tend to think that if they schedule it, their life is going to be boring and linear, and that is not the truth. You actually have more time to do the things that you're excited about and, have more time to spend avenues with people or take care of your creativity and fun that so many adults are longing for. I want to spend a little time when we're talking about structure and scheduling. Sometimes because our lives are so busy, you are gonna have to make the time to schedule time with your spouse or the person that you're dating, your partner. So the 3 dates that I am very much in favor of with all the couples that I work with. The first date is all about fun, sex, intimacy, okay? So that's date night 1. And so what I would encourage couples to do is make a list of 10 things that they each want to do. So one time one person picks, the next time the next person picks, so nobody has too much pressure on them about the planning. And then that way you kind of keep it spicy and fun and end up doing something that both people want to do. And then you need to come up with communication guidelines within that couple to decide, we don't talk about work, we don't talk about the kids. This is sort of our time to talk about each other, to talk about our ideas, goals, passions, desires, fantasies, whatever. So that's date number 1. Date number 2, I call the logistical date. So this is a date where you can actually set a time and you can either go on your back porch, have a glass of wine if you drink, have coffee, whatever. Or you can say, hey, we need to go to Starbucks to a neutral location and talk about this stuff. And the more business-like that you treat it, the less likely that either partner is to get on the emotional bandwagon and then, and then have upset during the logistical meeting. What happens a lot, what I hear from my clients, is they are running past each other in the hall and they're saying, hey, this weekend, let's work on the garage or let's work on that landscaping project. Well, that's what I call a hall flyby, sort of. And that doesn't work really well when you're trying to plan something and both be on the same page. So if you have a logistical date, this is sort of really where you can take care of business in the family. And both of you can come with agenda items and talk about it. So there's no surprises and we're both agreeing together where we're going to spend our time, energies, money. Okay, the third date is what I call your financial date, your show me the money date. And this is where you get together and you talk about, hey, are we sticking with our budget? How do we do in our savings this month? Or, wow, Johnny is getting closer and closer to college age. We better start a little college fund. So this is your time when mail comes in that says, hey, you need to look at this fund and maybe think about moving your money over here. This is the time where you can sit down and look at those things and talk about everything related to money. Or, gosh, our car insurance is kind of high. Maybe we should get a new car insurance. So this is the opportunity. And this date, I highly recommend that you do in a neutral location. I even have some clients that they go to Starbucks and they dress up in their suits. And they keep it very business-like because money can bring up a lot of stress, a lot of fear for people. So, you work that out in between, the two of you, what feels right for you. But these are the 3 dates that I highly recommend that couples start taking. Because the bottom line is you have to make time in your world for self-care. You have to make time in your world for couple care. Because, your kids may be in the house now, but they're not going to be there forever. And it's important that you date yourself and you date each other. Because if you do not date yourself and you do not date each other, there is a high likelihood that your spouse or you could spin off and start dating somebody else or some other thing. So I think that's really important to think about. Date nights can transform a marriage. And, if you're like, I can't afford it, I want to encourage you to do this. You can't afford not to. So if you're not doing date night at all, I want you to shoot for once a month. And then, try to create a date night, even if it's in the house and you're on a budget, that's fine. put the kids to bed like half an hour early. They can play in their room, whatever. And you have like pizza and Netflix, in the living room. That is a cheap date, and it's what I call your internal date night. So you can do that at home for not a lot of money at all, or put on some tunes and dance in the living room. So I just really want you to feel encouraged that a date night can really transform your marriage and get your spouse back, because that's what I hear from a lot of my clients. They just want a piece of their spouse back that's just for them. And that's exciting, and that brings the adventure back to your marriage and the intimacy, which opens up communication and keeps it there, which is very exciting. Now, if you are feeling like, wow, I really need more of this. We kind of need a mission statement. We need a purpose for our marriage. We need to know where we're directing our family. I do help a lot of couples with that. I help you come up with your marriage mission statement and your set of core values that you believe in, that you can also start teaching your kids, so that you have a legacy of those core values, that your kids know and that your grandkids hopefully will eventually know. So if you need more help, I would love to help you. Our office phone number, is 972-930-0260, and our website is www.livingwelldallas.com. And again, my name is Jenny Bear, and I am the Passioneer of Purpose, and I look forward to meeting you. Bye-bye.